Have you ever been ghosted before, or have you ever ghosted someone?
I have ghosted a friend, but not a
Mhm. Oh, was there a
the
scenario?
friend was helping for over 6 years and just kept making the same mistakes over and over.
Mm.
And I said, okay, the only person that can change you is, and God bless you on your journeys, but I can't be up
Mm.
anymore. Now, has anybody ghosted me? I don't know.
I think that's a pretty potent topic though too, of like knowing when or even a friendship has run its course and when to cut ties or if it's not or if it's like too draining. Like I have, one person comes to mind and I'm like I love them as a person, but I find that I tend to like hanging out when we're doing things that doesn't require talking because it's like only negative shit comes out of their mouth. And I'm like, oh, it's just
Problem with my friend. Not only was it negativity all the time, but it was all about them. It was never like how
mm,
like, well, see, this has to be like a give and take, kind of like.
mhm. Yeah, mutually beneficial. I'm all about the mutually beneficial.
What's another question? Another question. Another question.
Okay, let's see here. I have a ton. Okay. This one that said, ever had a relationship that looked great on the menu but gave you food poisoning?
Oh my goodness, the last one. Okay,
Ooh.
because I was the reactionary Latino, but I married a very volatile Virgo. So
Mm.
it's like the same thing as being a Latino, but Caucasian. So I said, okay, the next person I'm going to date is going to be reserved, uptight, and the polar opposite.
Mhm.
Big mistake. Just ask for small increments of change, never like these 180s, because it was a disaster. Because they were so tight lipped, they didn't communicate. I
Mm.
never knew what was going on. And actually, I got dumped 2 days before Christmas by this person for no reason, like a teenager. And
Wow.
I almost fell into the trap of like, what was it? Was it me? I said, well, obviously it was me because it was me. But I decided
Maybe
not
you
to
just
drive
didn't want to
myself
get a Christmas
crazy.
gift. No.
Yeah. Yeah, shit. Thank God I didn't spend a lot on his.
So I think people sometimes question that, oh, should I get them something for Valentine's or X, Y? How long is what should we get versus how many months we've dated? Um,
Well, it's kind of hard too because I believe that we live in this world of like commercialism, and I understand it. Capitalism makes the
yeah.
world go around. Everybody needs a job. Everybody needs a paycheck. But St. Valentine's Day, those were letters that he was writing to his parishioners, not to his lover or
Mhm.
anything. Santa Claus, kind of like revitalized by Coca-Cola in the 50s
Mm,
from a story of Saint Nick that used to provide dowries for girls that couldn't get married. So, I don't
maybe that's what's
like
wrong.
birthdays. We're celebrating a day we don't even remember. Come on.
Maybe my parents need to come up with a dowry. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm teasing.
Think of it. Marriages were an agreement and not for love for
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of years.
I saw this video the other day. It said if you marry for money and you love money, you're marrying for love.
Well, I heard the one that was you marry the first time for love, the second time for money, the third time for companionship.
I haven't even had the first one yet. No, no.
Oh no, get crack a lacking.
Yeah, I got close a couple times, I think, once or twice. Okay. What's the weirdest thing you've ever done post breakup? And there's not much judgment.
Okay. The
Much.
weirdest thing after breakup?
Yeah. Weirdest or worst or
Well, I don't know. I mean, taking this automotive marketing job was, I would say, like the weirdest thing because now I'm okay with it. But at the beginning, I didn't realize that I was using it as an escape.
mm,
Oh, I just got divorced, just sold my house. You know, what am I going to do now? Oh, well, let's just travel. Let's just
hmm
travel and avoid things.
Yeah.
which makes it hard because it's hard to start a new relationship when you travel for a living,
Mhm.
as many people out there can attest to. And it's hard to keep friendships, because your friends are inviting you places and then you can't go because you're actually not physically in town.
Mhm.
So now I think I found the balance with working and dating and traveling and friends and then the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't dawn on me till years later. That's what I did. I took the
That's
job to
interesting.
run as fast as I can,
Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, that's
the
what that
middle of
I'm
nowhere.
still working on turning my Nikes into slippers.
Yeah,
No, it's like, "Oh, you mean wherever I go, there I am?"
yeah, yeah.
It'll be
There's
better
so many
when you
songs about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we use a song, do we have to pay a royalty? Is that how that works?
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
We
so I
don't
won't
have much
sing.
budget for songs.
No, no, not yet. Anyway, yeah.
Not
So,
yet,
what is this
not
like
yet.
your 70th show?
It is, yeah, you were
And
this close to being the 69th.
then I would have done it like that, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
that's a
it's a
great
lot of work,
number.
but I love
Yeah, well, anything worthwhile, right, sister?
Yes, yeah, you just said that, and that's such a good reminder with the new puppy, with the relationships, with life, and just going towards what we want, or relationships, I feel like in general.
Right, and any person that's been really successful in life will tell you not to be afraid of failure because they failed 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Failure is where you learn,
Mhm.
and that's where you grow. People that want everything perfect all the time, it doesn't make any sense because you would never be able to appreciate it because you don't
Mm,
know the flip side. Like the
mhm.
Japanese, the Japanese are my favorite. They revere mistakes.
Mm.
Like I revere this because it's an opportunity to learn something
Yeah, someone asked me a
and to
question the
correct
other
something.
day. Yeah. They're like, if you knew you were only, 10 or 12 failures away from like your biggest success, like how much more wildly would you be taking chances or wanting to fail or do something like that? I was like, when you look at
Yeah.
it like that.
Yeah, yeah, because what stuck with me with the restaurant, with the Top Chef
Mhm.
thing, even with the automotive marketing was like, if I don't try, I'll never know.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't live with that lingering. I'd
Yeah.
rather have tried and failed, or the same thing with love. I'd rather have loved and lost
Mhm.
than to never have loved at all. And I know these are cliches, but it's true because it reminds me of one movie. I can't remember what the name of the movie was, but it was really important and pivotal to me because the mother is asking the dying son, "Did you love?" He goes, "Mom, not only did I love, I
Mhm.
was loved."
Mm.
And I think just to have that acknowledgement, even if it's not, because you know what? What's the best case scenario? You both die together. Everybody's gonna die.
Yeah. And most of the times you die separately.
Yeah, exactly. You're born separately. Chances are you're gonna die separately.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if you're on good terms and happy, nothing lasts forever.
Yeah.
So take those moments that you do have, enjoy them, and cherish them, and never let them make you jaded or bitter or jealous. Because
Mhm.
jealousy is a big thing. I see it now, with YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. Everybody's comparing their lives to these filtered
Mhm.
fantasies, and it's no way to live.
Yeah, I think that's super curated too a lot of times.
Of course.
Yeah, even if it's like more authentic takes of life, I still feel
Uh-huh.
like it's still kind of
See, this is what a real person looks like. No filters.
Yeah, same. Just one little light.
Yeah.
Uh, no, I love non-filtered conversations and takes and just insights. It's so true. Like I love having loved and I'm open to finding it again for sure. Um,
Exactly.
yeah. And moving from love and not for love has been like a big part of my intentionality now. It's like, okay, like,
And don't put an expiration date on it because I was
mhm,
starting to do that. I was like, oh, well, you know what? Been around, done it, loved it, enjoyed it, got the memories, kept the t-shirt. But then recently I took a cruise, which I never cruise. I'm not a cruise kind of person. But then I met these folks. I'm like, oh, how long? Older couples. Oh, how long have you guys been together? 30, 40 years? Like, no, we've only been together 7. So it's
mm,
like, you know what? It's
mm.
never too late. Go
Yeah,
out there, find, dance, drink, laugh, love.
that's true. My mom's boyfriend is like 20 years older than her. And so he's like 85. I
No
think they
less.
met, I think like 10 years ago or something. I mean, 10 or 15, 10 or 15. I don't know. But
Right.
yeah.
And how did they meet, you know?
Dancing.
Perfect. Perfect.
Painful.
I think I might try Saturday night at the frozen food aisle, see how that works.
The ice cream section? No.
Well, I'll probably be, like, hanging around Amy's because I wanna pretend like I'm healthy and conscious and stuff. "Oh my god, look at Amy's burrito. It's on sale, $4.99."
Why don't we just blow this joint and go to Jenny's? No, no. I think, yeah, grocery store. Okay, yeah. Yeah, what are your thoughts on meeting in the wild versus meeting in an app on an app?
It's almost impossible. It's kinda like the rare sighting
Oh.
of the unicorn or the white rhino. People feel more comfortable through the app.
Yeah.
Um, you know, and so I just don't see any way around it. But yeah, if you can get a friend to introduce you to another friend or meet somebody out in the wild, that's the
Mhm.
most organic way.
Yeah.
But some people need that confidence of talking
Mhm.
through a device
Mm.
before they have enough gumption
To just go up to
to,
them.
yeah.
I mean, I was at the airport, a couple weeks ago, and I saw someone that was, like, super attractive, no ring. I was like, "Damn, I really want him to come up to me." And I was like now I'm like, "I should've just gone up and said something," but I don't know what I would've said.
Oh, what is it? The bend and snap? Just drop your water bottle. I dropped my water bottle. But
"You need a
unfortunately,
pen filling out your immigration form?"
you'd be like, unfortunately, you'd be like Jennifer Coolidge and accidentally hit him.
I love her. I saw a quote of
Me
hers the other
too.
day that said something about, like, she once pretended that she had a twin just so that she could date 2 guys at the same time.
Brilliant. Brilliant. She was one of my guest judges on Top
Oh,
Chef.
really?
Yes, I think episode 4, I think
Oh,
we got to
cool.
meet her or something like that. Yeah, she is just as cool as she looks.
You know what?
Oh,
I don't know if she's ever been married or had kids. I was, like, I went in kind of a rabbit hole after watching White Lotus the other day. She was cute. What'd she say about your dish? Do you remember?
the what?
I said, "What'd she say about your
Oh,
dish?" Or
it was my cooking dish. Yeah, it was uh a puff pastry, and it's called milfoy because it has like 1,000 layers in it.
Mm,
Mill being 1,000 kind of thing. And she thought it was light and flaky and wonderful. But we didn't win. We were safe, but we didn't win.
mm. I
The
gotta
one
go
I won
back
was
and
my
rewatch
favorite.
all of your your season.
Yeah, if anybody wants to see it, I would save you the trouble. Just look for season 2, episode 4, because I win the quickfire challenge, and they give us a roll of quarters and say that we're going shopping. And I'm just like thinking of like because they want us to do an appetizer. I'm trying to think of like different appetizer things. So I had no idea where they were leading us. They led us to vending machines, and with that roll of corners, we had to make an amuse bouche. And
Mm,
mine was sensational. I did a sunflower seed pate, which was just like
damn.
killer. Yeah. And then I catch somebody cheating by putting sugar in diabetic children's cookies. And then 2 episodes later, I get sent home. So, but if you want to save your time, just look at episode 4, and that's like
Okay.
the Carlos highlight reel.
I'll check it out
Sorry, Hulu.
later
I
on.
don't mean to take any sales away from you.
No. No, I'll have to go check it out. The fiery just
Yeah,
the
Carlos had black hair back then. And it's
I
kind of
saw
funny. I think they were trying to model me into like the serious Latin lover. And because there was another funny guy on the show, so they used his clips instead of mine, but mine were much funnier.
Have you kept up with anybody from the show?
Yeah, I have. And as the years go by, more and more of them drop off. But
Mhm.
I just heard from Otto. He was having a big birthday party in New Orleans. Did I say that right? Nolans.
Yeah.
Nolans. Nolans. And I couldn't go, but I wished him the best. And really,
You'd be
really
fun.
sweet guy. Talk about a positive attitude. Met the love of his life later on. Uh, Beautiful Asian woman, happy married, happy 5 years. Cancer takes
Oh,
her away.
no.
Yeah, and then a couple of months later, he loses his brother. So it's like, and
No.
he still has a positive, good attitude, a
Mhm.
good heart.
And after getting hit so hard. Mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm.
Mm-hmm. But that's what makes the world go around. Think of it. If everybody stayed alive, this place would be crowded, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the impermanence of it definitely gives, um for me, it's probably, yeah, what makes a lot of it beautiful. Even a talent.
Exactly. Well, this is the other. Oh, actually, I had another question for you. The what will you rather questions.
Oh, yeah, tell me.
Would you like to know when you were going to depart this earth?
Hmm, that's tough because I feel like I could argue either side.
Yeah, I have
Um,
friends that say no because that's all they would think of.
yeah,
And then I have others that agree with me because my side is yes, I would like to know because this way I can make a plan.
yeah.
Either I eat caviar for the next 3 months or oatmeal for the next 60 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to make it to the end. You don't want to be out in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, but yeah, I think I would choose to know when so that I would know exactly how much fire to light underneath my ass for what I wanted to finish.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
yeah, finish, eat, connect with, say all the things. And maybe that's just a little maybe say it now. I don't know. I don't know if I want to know how I go out.
Exactly. I would just want to know the date.
Yeah, just the date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not really afraid of death. I feel like I've had some interesting experiences with people from that have died or crossed over that I'm like, I believe in like an energy transference type of thing. But I'm more afraid of like the pain that may be associated with how I'm gonna die.
Well, nowadays they can manage all that thing. Do you know what a deer is thinking when it sees those two headlights out in the middle of the road late at night?
Uh-uh.
Oh God, I hope those are two motorcycles.
Yeah, maybe it just happened so quick that
Uh-huh. I guess sleep would be the best way.
fuck yeah. Sleep or
Yeah.
heavily medicated. No.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
The same thing. So what do you think happens to our energy?
I think it transfers into like a realm that we can't decipher usually with our five senses. Right.
I agree. A different dimension because
Yeah.
as Einstein stated, energy cannot be destroyed, only
Yeah.
converted.
Yeah. Or transfer. So I think that, yeah, that's just what kind of resonates for me. And maybe we go up and maybe we come back in another form. I don't know. But I've always kind of like, I feel like reincarnation kind of made sense to me from a young
Yeah,
age.
I agree.
Yeah.
And what convinced me was the stories of folks that have had transplants, a heart
Mm.
transplant or a kidney
Hmm.
transplant. This woman with two children and a husband has never been able to taste spicy food. She
Mm.
gets the heart transplant. All of a sudden, she has a craving for peppers, and they find out
Mm.
that the donor was a big chili fan. You know,
Interesting.
if there's muscle memory, there
Yeah.
must be life memory as well.
Yeah. Like something encoded in our DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now I'm doing a training to do past life regressions. Have you ever
Mm.
done one of those?
I've done it, but by myself
Oh,
actually,
cool.
and there were two. One was like an Indian, not a guru, but more like a yogi kind of guy.
Mhm.
Very laid back, beautiful hair, and the other one was female in
Mm.
the South in the 30s, but she was a northerner that was transplanted down there